Actually, I think that we also have a bit of pressure right now, because you said that we started talking about grid connections a couple of years ago, and now we all reach project finance, because not all of us can afford the merchant risk. Sorry. Okay. 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 So, last year we are here and we addressed one of the main bottlenecks, the guarantees of origin. And I think we solved that, hopefully. But now that we reach project finance, we have another bottleneck, because the banks do not perceive the off-takers as creditworthy. So how do we solve that? Because what I'm seeing now from discussions with banks, with investors, with consumers, is that some of the off-takers can't provide a parent company guarantee. They don't have a credit rating, so the banks don't like it. They don't want to take the risk. So we have to address this, and European Commission is helping with that, in the sense that they're all pushing for CFD and PPA as the main instruments to finance projects, to do a project finance, proper one. And in the mature countries in Europe, those two instruments work together. In principle, they should work on the Romanian market as well. But to help build up an active PPA market, we need to address another issue, the issue of the creditworthiness of the off-takers. Hopefully the guarantees of origin will address the issue of concluding cross-border PPAs, because that gives great comfort. And since the announcement that we are joining EIB, the negotiations have changed. We now bring to the table the off-takers that you want to be a counterparty, data centers, telecoms. So things are changing with small glitches. Regulatory, membership of EIB, and so on. And what the European Commission is now doing, after the approval of the Clean Industrial Act in February, is to mandate EIB to provide a guarantee in the case of default by the off-taker. And they are now doing a pilot project in France, especially for the wind developers and investors. And what they're doing is to basically provide the guarantee to the commercial bank, to the project owner, or to the generator directly. And in case the off-taker, becomes bankrupt, wants to step out of the PPA, then we have the EIB supported fund or a state guarantee to come in, step in, and even mandate the generator on how to sell the electricity if he is now the off-taker. And we have these state-supported guarantees in several countries, where they're basically identifying the energy-intensive industries and provide support either directly to the commercial bank or to the generator. And this brings great comfort, because transactions in those countries are done on this basis, or are becoming a market practice. And we've realized that PPAs banked, guaranteed by a state fund or by a commercial bank that is supported by someone like EIB helps. And in Romania, we have a very low demand for the moment. Low demand because the banks do not perceive them as creditworthy or as solvable, because, someone is closing a facility or announcing on a daily basis that it's moving the factory to, where in Africa. So this helps because we bring to the table the untapped demand, the demand that stays with the small consumers, and we can also consider pooling and so on, or the demand that is not creditworthy by the banks. I found a great model in the Norwegian scheme guaranteed by the state. I know you're going to say that we can't implement Norwegian stuff or I don't know, other fancy European countries. The idea is that they keep it simple to be implemented. So if you see the volume, the minimum volume that is required for a PPA is 35 gigawatt hour, not per year, but for the entire tenure. So they're supporting the small and medium companies even with this scheme. Definitely a bottleneck. I see it in the discussions that we have. Can be solved quickly, small glitches, and supportive regulatory framework helps. Let's join AIB as soon as possible. And also, I would appreciate more openness from the commercial banks on how they evaluate the off-takers.
Sper. Înțeles.
Cumva în completare, și o văd ca o provocare a ultimii jumătăți de an, este că CFD-ul în ochii, în special a consumatorilor, e egal PPA. În sensul că își doresc același strike price pentru prețurile lor de PPA. Și trebuie să înțelegeți că nu sunt egale, nu comparăm mere cu mere. Avem alte categorii de riscuri acolo, alte tipuri de garanții necesare, instrumente complet diferite. Un PPA acomodează nevoile unui consumator și arătăm flexibilitate în asta. Și, în primul rând, PPA-ul arată susținerea directă a unui proiect de energie regenerabilă și bifează acel criteriu de sustenabilitate, de adiționalitate pe care unii consumatori și-l doresc. Așa că chiar am văzut în negocieri că mulți consumatori îmi spun vreau 45 de euro pentru PV și maxim 55 de euro pentru vânt. Nu se poate, nu comparăm aceleași lucruri. Și asta e un pain point unde trebuie să mai lucrăm pe partea de educare, așa că, dragă industrie, faceți-vă treaba și educați în privința asta, pentru că nu putem pune semnul legal. Dacă acum câțiva ani negociam PPA-uri în care consumatorii vroiau musai livrare fizică, cumva paradigma s-a schimbat și vor ei financial PPA, pentru că mi-am dat seama că decizia de a semna un PPA stă mai degrabă la headquarter și acolo CFO-ului e mai ușor să raporteze, să cuantifice un financial PPA. În România mai avem și particularitatea costului de echilibrare pe care ți-e greu să-l cuantifici long term, așa că preferința pieței de ambele părți o văd spre financial PPA.